But I grew up in church, and in children's church, we used to have these things called flannel boards. Anybody remember flannel boards? All y'all old people just self-identified. Come on now. We had these things called flannel boards. And there's 2 images of Jesus from the flannel board I remember vividly. And please don't take what I'm about to say as disrespectful. I don't mean it that way. But one image of Jesus was him nailed to a cross, and he looked emaciated, and he was broken, and he was weak, and he was curled up, and he was nailed to that tree. And the other image of Jesus was the long-haired guy that looked like a peace hippie with his head tilted to the side and his hand up this way. And I read this passage of scripture, and those images are what popped in my head, so I pictured Jesus waking up. Peace, be still. And everything ceased. But then I read this again, and something jumped out at me. There's exclamation points in this sentence. Jesus didn't wake up like that. Where my mom's at in the room? You ever been taking a nap and had your kids fighting? Your kids are fighting with each other, and now they just like, leave me alone, get off me, I'm telling mom. And all of a sudden, one of them says, Mom, he hit me. And you're like, that's it. That's it. Peace. Be still. And that's how Jesus got up in that boat. Jesus didn't stand up and be like, hey guys, peace. No, Jesus got up and he said, peace. Be still. And this says the wind and the sea obeyed him because they knew what was good for them. They had to obey. They knew who their creator was. They knew they had to obey. They had no choice. And here's the thing, your perspective of Jesus, how you see him, will determine your willingness to call on him in the midst of the storm. If you see Jesus as broken and emaciated, you're not going to call him when you need him. If you see him as nailed to a tree, you're not going to call him when you need him. But if you see him as the victorious king that he is, you will call him no matter what comes your way because he's alive, he's strong, and he's active, and he's working on your behalf. You need to call him in the midst of the storm. See Jesus for who he is in your life and in your situation. Jesus is the God of the universe. He is the God of the sea. He's the God of the storm, and he is the God of the calm. The same Jesus that shut the mouth of the lion, the same one that quenched the fires of the furnace, the same one that spoke and the whole universe flew into existence. He's alive and he's active and he's working on your behalf. He is working on your behalf.